What are you talking about? What? Watch Gaddafi get with a bayonet. You don't think this guy didn't hate Hillary Clinton and Obama? He's so stupid. Flashback.
So why wouldn't they try to get Trump elected? Simple. It's because if they interfered in the election, it would be too high risk of an action, and it would cause too much blowback if it was discovered.
I just want to die. What does he think? Oh, does he think this isn't even like a debated topic? Like, people don't even seriously debate this. Did Russia interfere in our election? That's not a real topic that people debate. Like, there are literally indictments out for people that are directly implicated with this shit. Like,
they also might not have had the technology or the ability to do it with.
What? They didn't have computers? They didn't have the internet in Russia in 2016?
100% certainty to get away with it, and it's unpredictable.
Bro, I actually can't.
That's the reason why. Yeah, like, I mean, again, and so that's the same reason why Putin released it. So naive? No, you're actually the one that's naive, because you're not thinking about this. You're thinking about this one step ahead. There's a reason why Putin has been in charge of Russia for like 30 years. It's because he's extremely intelligent. He's brutal, cunning, and I just think it's crazy how many people that he doesn't like that end up dying. Isn't that weird? How does that happen? Yeah, he's an ex-KGB agent. Like, he's not stupid at all. And so anyway, like, basically, the reason why he didn't release the negative stuff about Hillary Clinton is because he was worried that there's a chance or a probability that it could also galvanize the public against Russia, because they could see Russia as now attacking Hillary Clinton, and then it could have the opposite effect. Whereas if he released it when she was president, it would have a guaranteed effect of negatively impacting her. And also, he could use that for leverage later on down the road against her directly. Whereas whenever she's not the president, you can't use that for leverage. Bullshit? No, it's not bullshit.
For one day, I just need to cover some shit. I just need to cover I just need to watch some shit that's just totally, I'm just fucking retarded on, and then I just need to give the most accurate, no, not accurate, the most confident takes. Like, how can you be this confidently fucking, like, on, I don't even have words for this.
It's not bullshit. It's common sense. Like, just think about it. Think about it. Never play a card unless you have to. Yeah, it's an ace up the sleeve. Yeah, you never go and do that. Yeah, it's blackmail 101. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm surprised that so many people, a lot of people don't understand anything beyond basic cause and effect. And even that's hard for people to understand. But there are oftentimes decisions that people make where they lose a battle to win a war. And I think that's very clearly what his perspective is. Yeah, it's wasteful playing it early. You need to ban these idiots. They're doing this shit on purpose to distract. I just think that people don't understand the way that you make decisions this way, right?
Yeah, tell us.
Why are you surprised? Do you understand actual subversion? I think I do. I think that I have a better understanding of it than most people, at least.
Yeah.
I don't think I understand. Based off of what his decisions were, it seems like they made sense based off of my understanding of subversion. It does. I spent a lot of time on the internet, playing games, dealing with people in business with stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I'm not a wizard. Like, there's people that know a lot more about it than I do, but I bet if you ask them, they'd say the same thing I am.
Like, does he think that all of this is fake? That all of these indictments, this is a hamstrung investigation even, and we still found so much shit. For example, on or about March 19, 2016, Lukashev and his co-conspirators created and sent a spear phishing email to the chairman of the Clinton campaign. Lukashev used the account John356GH and an online service that abbreviated lengthy website addresses, referred to as URL shortening service. Lukashev used the account to mask a link contained in the spear phishing email, which directed the recipient to a group-created website. Lukashev altered the appearance of the sender email address in order to make it look like an email from a security notification from Google, a technique known as spoofing, instructing the user how to change his password by clicking the embedded link. Those instructions were followed. On or about March 21st, 2016, Lukashev, Yermakov, and their co-conspirators stole the contents of the chairman's email account, which consisted of over 50,000 emails, hacking into the DCC network. Does he think it's all fake? Or he doesn't believe the reality is he doesn't even know this exists. He probably doesn't know this entire investigation existed. Like, it's just like it's all out here. It's all available for consumption. Defendant Internet Research Agency, LLC, is a Russian organization engaged in political and electoral interference operations. In or around July of 2013, the organization registered with the Russian government as a Russian corporate entity. Beginning in or around June 2014, the organization obscured its conduct by operating through a number of Russian entities, including Internet Research LLC, Media Syntez LLC, Glavset LLC, Mixinfo LLC, Asma, blah, blah, blah. Starting in or around 2014, the organization occupied an office at 55 Sivushkina Street in St. Petersburg, Russia. That location became one of the organization's operating operational hubs from which defendants and other co-conspirators carried out their activities to interfere in the U.S. political system, including the 2016 U.S. presidential election. The organization employed hundreds of individuals for its online operations, ranging from creators of fictitious personas to technical and administrative support. The organization's annual budget totaled the equivalent of millions of U.S. dollars. The organization was headed by a management group and organized into departments, including a graphics department, a data analysis department, a search engine optimization department, an information technology department to maintain the digital infrastructure used in organization's operations, and a finance department to budget and allocate funding. The organization sought in part to conduct what it called information warfare against the United States of America through fictitious U.S. personas on social media platforms and other internet-based media. It's all out here. Like, it's just so... In or around the later half of 2016, defendants and their co-conspirators through their organization-controlled personas began to encourage U.S. minority groups not to vote in the 2016 U.S. presidential election or to vote for a third-party U.S. presidential candidate. On or about October 16, 2016, defendants and their co-conspirators used the organization-controlled Instagram account, Woke Blacks, to post the following message. A particular hype and hatred for Trump is misleading the people and forcing blacks to vote Hillary. We cannot resort to the lesser of two evils. Then we'd surely be better off without voting at all. On or around November 3rd, 2016, defendants and their co-conspirators purchased an advertisement to promote a post on the organization-controlled Instagram account, Blacktivist, that read in part, choose peace and vote for Jill Stein. Trust me, it's not a wasted vote. By in or around November 2016, defendants and their co-conspirators used the organization-controlled United Muslims of America social media account to post anti-vote messages such as, American Muslims are boycotting elections today. Most of the American Muslim voters refuse to vote for Hillary Clinton because she wants to continue the war on Muslims in the Middle East and voted yes for invading Iraq. On or around or about August 4th, 2016, defendants and their co-conspirators began purchasing advertisements that promoted a post on the organization-controlled Facebook account Stop AI. The post alleged that Hillary Clinton has already committed voter fraud during the Democrat Iowa caucus. That one account that we used to fight with or look at a long time ago, around 2016, at 10_GOP, that was a Russian-ran account. This had like 250,000 followers on Twitter, by the way, like 10 years ago. Defendants and their co-conspirators posted that allegations of voter fraud were being investigated in North Carolina on the organization-controlled Twitter account at 10_GOP. On or about November 2nd, 2016, defendants and their co-conspirators used the same account to post allegations of hashtag voter fraud by counting tens of thousands of ineligible mail-in Hillary votes being reported in Broward County, Florida. Political advertisements included the following. So to pay for political advertisements, defendants and their co-conspirators established various Russian bank accounts and credit cards, often registered in the names of fictitious U.S. personas created and used by the organization on social media. Defendants and their co-conspirators also paid for other political advertisements using PayPal accounts. You know, a great number of black people support us saying that hashtag Hillary Clinton is not my president. I say no to Hillary Clinton / I say no to manipulation. Join our hashtag Hillary Clinton for prison 2016. Donald wants to defeat terrorism. ... Hillary wants to sponsor it. Vote Republican, vote Trump, and support the Second Amendment. Hillary Clinton doesn't deserve the black vote. Trump is our only hope for a better future. Hashtag never Hillary. Hashtag Hillary for prison. Hashtag Hillary for prison. Hashtag Hillary for prison 2016. Hashtag Trump 2016. Hashtag Trump. Hashtag Trump for president. Ohio wants Hillary for prison. Staging U.S. political rallies in the United States. In or around August of 2016, defendants and their co-conspirators used false U.S. personas to communicate with Trump campaign staff involved in local community outreach about the Florida Goes Trump rallies. Defendants and their co-conspirators purchased advertisements on Facebook and Instagram to promote the Florida Goes Trump rallies. Defendants and their co-conspirators also used fake U.S. personas to contact multiple grassroots groups supporting then-candidate Trump in an unofficial capacity. Many of these groups agreed to participate in the Florida Goes Trump rallies and serve as local coordinators. After the election of Donald Trump in or around November of 2016, defendants and their co-conspirators used false U.S. personas to organize and coordinate U.S. political rallies in support of then-President-elect Trump, while simultaneously using other false U.S. personas to organize and coordinate U.S. political rallies protesting the results of the 2016 U.S. presidential election. For example, in or around November 2016, defendants and their co-conspirators organized a rally in New York through one organization-controlled group designed to, quote, show your support for President-elect Donald Trump, end quote, held on or about November 12, 2016. The same time, defendants and their co-conspirators, through another organization-controlled group, organized a rally in New York called, quote, Trump is not my president, end quote, held on or about November 12, 2016. Similarly, defendants and their co-conspirators organized a rally entitled, quote, Charlotte against Trump, end quote, in Charlotte, North Carolina, held on or about November 19, 2016. This was just on the group that Mueller found. I would permaban this guy if he was on my platform. It's actually, he's so fucking retarded. Can't you, you should have to sit down. This would be you want the streamer holocaust? You know what it would be? Here's how this is the streamer holocaust. You give him a book and you give him some paper and then you give him a loaded and you say, here's your choice. 1 hour of reading every day or yourself. And 95% of streamers and YouTubers that cover the news would be in 2 days. It's unbelievable. Like, this stuff is out here everywhere. It's so easy to read. It's like, it's such a joke. And then instead we get Asmongold, okay, the fucking Roach King, to tell us through common sense about how it would be impossible to ever have any kind of interference in any kind of election. Because I guess Russia didn't have computers in 2013. What do you say? They didn't have the technology for it to send a fucking email?
But based off of what his decisions were, it seems like they made sense based off of my understanding of Subversion. It does. I spent a lot of time on the internet, you know, playing games, dealing with people in business with stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I'm not a wizard. Like, there's people that know a lot more about it than I do. But I bet if you ask them, they'd say the same thing I am. Go ask them.
Omitted reliably sourced information, such as how some Russian intelligence officials were quote-unquote planning for candidate Hillary Clinton's victory, while others assessed neither Trump nor Clinton would respect Russia's interests. As was reflected in the ODNI documents that we released on Friday, multiple intelligence community assessments released in the months leading up to the November 2016 election concluded that Russia had neither the intent nor capability to impact the outcome of the U.S. election.
Yep.
On December 5th of 2016, the FBI and ODNI gave the House Intelligence Committee its first post-election classified briefing, in which there was no mention of Putin aspiring to elect Trump by either agency.
And that's the thing, too, is that even if they thought Putin was trying to get Trump elected, they didn't have a reason to... They didn't have a defined reason. It was just like a guess.
What are you talking about? Ah! What? Fucking Putin watched Gaddafi get raped to death with a fucking bayonet. You don't think this guy didn't fucking hate Hillary Clinton and Obama? He's so fucking stupid. Okay. All right. I'm done. Okay. That's enough Asmongold for today. I actually can't do it. Okay. What else do we have going on? Let's just... Okay. South Park did an episode. Okay. If you leave me Asmongold shit, I'm permabanning you. I'm done.
So
Okay.
the season 27 premiere of South Park just aired, and holy shit. I think it's safe to say that South Park is back. And when I say that, I don't just mean that the show is literally back. I mean...